Hi guys, this is Mr. G, Mr. Garcia. So we're continuing section 1.1. You're on the back paper though. You're on the back of the paper. You're on example number 4. Okay, so go ahead and flip it over and we're gonna go ahead and start. All right, so example number 4 says, write each decimal as a fraction in simplest form. So we gotta change these decimals into fractions. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and do A and B, and then I'm gonna let you do C and D by yourself. Okay, so pay attention. Here we go. So A, let me zoom in more. So for letter A, you have to read this as place value. You remember back in third or fourth grade when they taught you tens, ones, tens, hundreds. Remember that? And then they taught you on the other side, the tenths, the hundredths, the thousandths. So read it like that. This means 45 hundredths. So 45 hundredths is 45 over 100. We can leave it like that and we're done, but we have to put it in simplest form. So this is not in simplest form yet. So what number divides both, okay, equally? So let me see. 2, no, because this is an odd number. 3, maybe. 4, 5. 5, remember 5, you can divide, because there's a 5 here and there's a 0. So we can divide both of the sides by 5. So let's do it. Divide by 5. So 45 divided by 5 is 9. And then 100 divided by 5 is 20. And it looks like we can't simplify it anymore. We're done. Okay. Now, B is a little bit more complicated. Okay. It's a little bit more complicated because we actually have to use some algebra. Okay. But you got this. Don't worry. So this actually means 0.555 and it keeps going. Yes. Forever. Yes. Okay, so we're going to make an equation out of this, okay, to make it a little bit more simpler for us. So we're going to go ahead and choose a letter. In this case, the letter is going to be X. You can choose any letter, Y, A, B, whatever you want. So in this case, we're going to choose the letter X, and we're going to make it equal this, 0.555. For now, let's just take it 3 digits. Okay, and then we're also going to put our little dots like that. After that, we're going to multiply both sides by 10. So what we do to one side, we do to the other. So this is times 10. And then this is times 10. Okay? And this is what happens. This becomes 10x. This, because we're multiplying this whole thing by 10, we're going to move the decimal. And the decimal is actually going to move one time. It's going to become 5.555. Just like that. And then after you do that, you're going to go ahead and use subtraction. Okay, you're going to go ahead and subtract 1x from these. So subtract an x, subtract an x, and what you're going to get is 9x equals 5.5555 minus x. And x is 0.555. Remember that? So it's 5.555 minus x, and x is this. So once we do that, this becomes 9x equals 5. And then, of course, you know how to solve this. Divide by 9, divide by 9. So I'm running out of room here. Hopefully you're not. And so divide by 9. So x equals 5 over 9. That is our answer. So this guy is the same as this. And you can try it. Put it in your calculator. 5 divided by 9 and you're going to get this. Okay? All right. So now you guys go ahead and do C and D. And I'll see you on the next video.